segment of the conversation. Well, we are still here with Precious Obumma. Okay, you're not killing anything. That's it. No, you need to join here because somebody said that what I can just kill, I will just say, you cannot kill. Now they caught him, he could not disappear. That brings me to the story of Edin Anob. Edin Anob was very strong. He never denied what he was doing.
Yes.
But why is it that now that some people who were very vocal on social media got to Oka and they could no longer say anything?
That's because they can't do anything naturally. It's all mouth and no action.
So it means all these guys have been scammed in the name of charm this, charm that.
It's obvious.
Even those going to the rivers to girls that will give Fanta and all that.
You know there is something called the universe. So forget about all these charm this, charm that. There is something, there are principles and rules of the universe and we can't override the place of spirituality on earth. So going to the river, yes, as you pray to God, when you go to the river to pray, there are people there that hears you too. But all these bring this sacrifice, bring that sacrifice. What I'm asking, what I keep on saying, if it works, why do they do it for their immediate family? Why is it not working for them? Okay, now there's even an example. So if they possess that power that they have been claiming to possess, at least one or two should have make the interest of the government to get away from them, and they will continue their life.
Or even disappear.
They don't even need to. Disappearing will be like it will look as if they're going into exile.
I like film 3.
I like action, but if someone disturbs you too much, you silence the person now. The person should keep quiet. But this is showing that these people doesn't actually have that power. They don't have it.
This also brings me to another topic we're going to be discussing very soon in the next episode. You see, I've asked this question. If you come online, and especially these scammers on WhatsApp group, they will tell you that, okay, if you invest 10 naira, you will get 20 naira in the next 30 minutes. If you get, now I begin to ask myself a question. For instance, you wake up in the morning and go to your backyard, maybe they live for face me and face you. Then you go back, maybe go brush your teeth, can't see a bag of money. Will you call the whole neighborhood or will you carry the money?
You know that 99% will carry the money and lock their door.
So what makes you think that somebody discovers the secret of how to make money?
Why is not that generous?
Then they will come and start showing you, and he has siblings that bills him every day. He couldn't set them up to give them that money so that they will stop billing him.
Exactly.
But he come and tell you because of his own magnanimity and generosity. Come, let me show you the way.
It's actually extending, on our class now, in things like this, on our Kamakeme and Duru, during the time of what's that one that's trended in Onitsha? There's this guy, this thief that goes out to go and steal. As my dad like the people that, so it's better that you take it ahead. So it's better you take it outside. So that's, I don't know if people doesn't reason or it's just greed that makes people, because if you ask this simple question, why doesn't it, they say charity begins at home. Why doesn't it start at home? So I think I love what Anambra State government is doing currently. And other governments especially Southeast governments should sit down, because if you change them from Anambra, they will enter to the neighboring states.
Especially that, you have boundary with people. They will come to your side first. And then when they come, my own is that whatever they are doing, because you know what hard now, all these things, if you go to villages now, almost everybody is a deity unto himself.
Everybody is now bringing stones and
achara. We are going back to the roots. Now, Omena is different from Juju.
Exactly.
Voodoo is different from culture.
Exactly.
And if you go to some churches, for instance, Catholic church, they do what is called inculturalization.
Yes.
Now, they pick those cultures that are relevant, then they drop those they deem inhuman. Because any culture that demands blood, any Omena, whatever you call it, that demands human sacrifice is evil. So these are the things our people fail to understand. That today, don't go far. I was traveling the other day and I got to 90 Mile Park. There's a place they call Wagon Park. Immediately I came into that entrance. By the right side, I saw effigies. Like all these wooden stuff. It was that different skin of different types of animal. And I was like, when did this one? One lady then said, he's just saying this one. These are the smaller ones. The bigger ones has been taken away by us.
Seriously?
So I should wait for a while. But I will see boys now, they will carry this thing. So where are they taking it to? Is it not people's houses? What I'm saying, what we have in Anambra, we have it in Enugu.
Yes.
It's just that we haven't looked into it.
Exactly. What if this kind of rampant starts in Enugu, you will see the run too. And you know, government is for everybody, and these are things government should look into. A lot of people are trying to condemn Soludo and all that, but if you don't look into this, in the next, in fact, all this get rich young and die young, will have to look as if a generation was passed.
But
A generation
I
of
don't
people will be
think
swept
anybody
away.
blaming Soludo. I don't think the person understands. Like recently, something happened. The one of the commissioners just gave out a press brief recently. Some of these overzealous town criers now went into the villages to start saying what Soludo did not say. That if you have dreadlock, leave Anambra. If you're pantless, leave Anambra. If you're braless, leave Anambra.
No, that dreadlock one is actually true.
No, according to the what's it called? Is it Mefo? I can't remember his name now. Commissioner. Is it Mefo or something? He said it is not true. It is not true that dreadlock. Now, why would you want to? I think fashion should be expressive. People should not. What's it called? Just like I don't think that Soludo is even against those who are called traditionalists. From what I understand, they are against.
What you are doing is legit.
I believe
Come and register.
I believe it's against the Okite.
Exactly.
Now, because if you catch these young guys with human parts, who sends them? So I think that if to make this thing effective, if you catch the person,
Exactly.
if you catch the person stealing with the human parts, ask him where he's taking it to.
Who
Trace
gave the direction?
Who gave you the direction?
From the grassroots.
That's where we can get.
Because if we should get from up and we don't get the people penetrating these crimes, once everything settles, they will go back to the fourth setting and get fresh. You know, human being psychology is some people you can't redeem them. You will see some people that are still looking for, even though it has been proven that this thing doesn't work, but there are still some that will put their head there. They don't care. They want to go in there. They don't even want to listen. So let's go from the grassroots. Who are the people sending them? Who are the people giving them this information that these things work and all that? Because all these things practically doesn't work.
If, like I said, our charity begins at home. If I should find a bag of money behind my door, my house, I think the first port of call is my family members, and I will just tell everybody, nobody will disturb my life again. I will still come down to some of the digital marketing they do on Facebook, social media, and all that. I will still come to that in the next episode. Bring one, bring 10. These things, see, use rope, tie goats, use goats, tie rope, they are the same thing.
They're the same thing.
My fear about Oso Soludo now is that it's just like when we had transition from the military regime into the democracy regime. The khaki dropped, Abada came on board.
Yes.
My fear is that the dirty clothes or the trees and effigies in the house will disappear, and they'll be transformed into soot and powder and oil. So, how do we checkmate that these people, this evil, do not perpetuate or penetrate into the next level? What do you think that should be done?
I think the government shouldn't relent in this because, just like you said, some of them will brand their own. In fact, let's call it spade a spade. Some churches, you go to Jasike, some visit rivers. So it shouldn't just end at those traditionalists and all that. It's time to start looking into churches. In fact, because churches at this point have started deviating, it's time for us to start looking.
That was what you said during the synod, the last synod.
Yes.
That was what prompted this whole thing. Because currently there's one trending right now. The guy is a pastor in River State, but a native daughter in Abia State.
You can imagine.
So he's like, you understand? So he's a chameleon. In the night he's a night, in the day he's a day. So devil at night, angel in the morning.
Angel in the morning. Just like traditional religion is a part of religion, and if you're checkmating it, then it should go around. Because asna let's not just concentrate on one people, because there are excesses everywhere, and if excesses are not checkmates, it goes on to become a moral dependence in the society. So as we're trying to checkmate the traditional, there are some pastors that tell people to do lots of evil things. Like if we hear them, you question yourself, is this person a pastor?
Oh.
How can a pastor be telling someone to go and get coffee? Let me pray for you. Where is it in the Bible? You know, there's something that are not biblical, but it's not happening.
Let's not go to where it's in the Bible, because there are a lot of things going on in the world that's not in the Bible, and
many.